Good morning, students. This is the second video of the chapter Women, Caste and Reform. And in this particular video, we'll try to understand the upcoming events related to reforms of women. We need to understand that the condition of women was very bad, very pathetic in the ancient time. Over the time, many scholars came, many social reformers came, and they tried to improve their condition. And after that, the condition of women improved to a great extent. We need to understand in this particular topic, like it is mentioned that girls begin going to school. We have to understand that once the social reformers came forward and they contributed to the society and they improved the life of women to a great extent, the result was quite clear. Now after that, girls begin going to school. The girls begin going to school. We need to understand here. And after that, many scholars felt that education was necessary to improve the condition of women. Throughout the 19th century, liberal father and husband taught women at their home. So we have to understand that many scholars like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Dayanand Saraswati, they felt that if we want to improve the society, we'll have to educate the women. And that is why they put all their efforts to upgrade their life, to improve their life. Throughout the 19th century also, many fathers admitted that if they are going to educate their daughter, then the daughter could change the society. And that is why at the time many liberal father and husband came forward and they taught their women, their children, their wife at their home only to improve the family. Similarly, at the same time, we have to understand many criticizers were also there. They were not happy with the education of women. They completely criticized the education of women because some people feared that school would take girls away from the natural domestic work. So according to the criticizer, domestic work is the natural thing, and for that natural thing, women are best suited. And if we are going to educate the women, of course, they will go away from the natural domestic work. So that was the opinion of some men who were criticizing the education of women of that time. In later part of the century, schools for girls were established by Arya Samaj in Punjab. We have to understand that it was the contribution, it was the effort of various social reformers that finally schools were established for women. Like we discussed here, that Arya Samaj in Punjab established school for women, for girls. And this is how girls started getting knowledge. They started going to school. Some reformers like Mumtaz Ali reinterpreted verses from Quran to argue for women education. At the time, many Hindus and many Muslim families were very orthodox. They were not ready to provide education to their girl children. And that is why many scholars, many girl scholars came forward, many women scholars came forward from different religious groups. Like here it is mentioned that Mumtaz Ali reinterpreted the verses of the Quran, and finally she argued that women must get education. It is the message of God or Allah to educate the girl. So this is how now girls started going to school. At the same time, we have to understand that many women came forward and they write about women. So here one class of women came forward and they started writing about women so that other women could get inspiration. They could get inspiration to move forward. They could get inspiration to come forward and to raise their voice. By the 1880s, Indian women began to enter universities and train to be doctors. Some become teachers. So here we have to found, because of their courage and because they got support from their family, many women moved forward. They entered the universities and they also got training at the time. Some became teachers also. Here I would like to discuss the two important social reformers of the time. One was Tarabai Shinde and other was Pandita Ramabai. Tarabai Shinde, a woman educated at home at Pune, published a book Stri Purush Tulna, that is comparison between women and men. And she criticized the social difference between men and women because the society was completely patriarchal. She challenged that society is moving in the wrong direction. She told clearly that the society is patriarchal. It is completely bad society. It is completely inclined towards men. It is completely men-oriented society. So she criticized the system. Similarly, Pandita Ramabai, a great scholar of Sanskrit, also wrote a book about the miserable lives of upper-class Hindu women. So both of them criticized the life of women of their time, and they provided them a ray of hope to raise their voice. She founded a widow home at Pune to provide shelter to widows. So most of the women came forward and they tried to uplift the life of women because women could easily understand the life problems of women only. So this is how mainly women started writing about women only. So before that, many male scholars were there. Now after that, the ray of hope was coming from the women's side. So many women came forward to give justice to women. By the end of the 19th century, women themselves were actively working for reforms. So after some time, many women came forward and they got inspiration, they got motivation, and after they raised their voice and they started reforms. They were talking about reforms. They were actively engaged in getting reforms, in getting themselves reformed. They wrote a book, edited magazines, founded schools and training centers, and set up women associations. After that, many women came forward and they set up their own organization. They set up their own association to train themselves. From the early 20th century, they formed political pressure group to push through laws for female suffrage, the right to vote, and better health care and education for women. So we have to understand that one by one, women were moving forward and they were trying to get all the rights they deserved at the time. They asked for better health care, better education, as well as they created pressure group. They created political pressure on the different government machinery. And after that, they became successful also in getting the rights. We have to understand that Tarabai Shinde is very important personality that fought for the justice of women. Here we have to understand the basic role of or basic life sketch of Tarabai Shinde. That she was born in Berar, province of Buldana, and she was women rights activist who is also known for a defense of inherent patriarchy in the Hindu scripture. She was founding member of the Satyasodhak Samaj in Pune. Growing up, there was no schools for girls in their village. Being the only daughter of a radical man, Bapuji Harishinde, she was educated at home and learned English. We already discussed that many liberal fathers and husbands, they gave education women at their own home. So Tarabai Shinde was one of the children of his liberal father. She remained a feminist and anti-caste activist throughout her life, working closely with the Jyotirao Phule and Savitribai Phule. We have to understand she completely opposed the patriarchal system. She told that whatever the society is facing, it is because of the patriarchal system. Similarly, we have to understand that by the end of 1888, Pandita Ramabai, who was another woman scholar or social reformer, she came forward and she came from foreign country to India. In 1889, she opened the Sharda Sadan, the home of learning in Chapati, is in Mumbai. The Sharda Sadan was one of her many initiatives working for the education of women and particularly from young girls to adults and for security for widows. So she also moved ahead in this direction and provided great opportunity or provided great thought to women of the time. So both the women were ahead of their time. Both the women contributed a lot to the society for the upliftment of the women class in the society. And we found that most of the women of the time got inspiration from them. So we found here that it was the effort, it was the positive endeavor, it was the positive thing that was coming to reform the entire system, to reform the entire society. And finally, now the ray of hope was coming from the side of women. the women was trying to reform the women through their writings and through their initiative. So we discussed here role of women in this segment. So this is all about in this video. Thank you so much.